Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and in this demo, I'm going to show you all about how to do section views and auxiliary views as a drawing. A section view is a view that shows the internal workings of a shape and shows you what it looks like inside and any sort of internal mechanisms that might be in there. It cuts it in half and shows you that half and what's going on inside. An auxiliary view has to do specifically with shapes and things that have angled surfaces. So when we do a auxiliary view, most of the times when we do regular views, top, front, side, it doesn't show the true proportions and true size and length and width and depth of this angled surface. So auxiliary views are a specific view only to show that angled surface at its true length and height. Okay, so moving on, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going and creating a drawing from our shape. Once that's done, from design, hit OK on the sheet. All right, so here we are. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my front view to a top view here. And I'm going to place that right here. We want to leave it shaded with hidden lines, and we're going to hit OK. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to get rid of this title head. And to do that, I'm going to go to sheet settings or sheet settings right here. And where it says title block, I'm going to toggle that eye off, and that's going to disappear. Okay, so what we're going to be doing next, and let me zoom in here. All right. Just fit it. Okay, I'm going to go back to that view. Okay, so I'm going to create a section view of this right here. I'm going to cut it in half. So to do that, I'm going to go to create up here. And here we have all kinds of things. We have base view, projected view, section view, detail view. We're going to go with section view. And what we want to do is we want to slice this in half this way. So we're going to make our first mark. Okay, we're going to select this right here, and then we're going to make our first mark off of the view itself and over to the left side, and we're going to hit click, and then we're going to drag this line through the middle, and we're going to hit click again and just follow it down a little bit, and then right click, and we're going to hit continue. And what we have here is this sliced in half. We're going to bring that down, and we're going to hit OK. And what we have here is our section view of, let me try to move this here. Okay, we're going to move that up. There we go. All right, so now this is a part of this cut in half, and this is that far side and what it looks like on the internal side right here. Okay, great. So in order to make our different views, we're going to have to go back to the drawing itself. And actually, you know what? Let's do something else before then. We're going to create a base view of this. We're going to make that right here off the page. We're just going to hit OK. All right. So once we have that, we could then go and create a projected view. Okay, and that projected view, when up here, is going to give us our shaded isometric, and we can double click that and go to shaded. All right, so that is how we're going to get our isometric shape up there in the upper right corner. Again, we created a base view from this top view right here. We put it off the page, and then we went back to create and did a projected view from this base view that's off the page to get this. All right. The second thing we're going to do is we want to get our auxiliary views. So to do that, we're going to go back to our shape, and we're going to be using this function here that says look at. All right. Now we're going to click this, and we're going to click this angled side right here. And what this is going to allow us to do is to create a new named view right here. And we're going to give this auxiliary view, this view right here that shows us the actual true dimensions of the slanted piece, a different view. We're going to add that view right here. So we're going to go to name views. We're going to right click, new named view. And we're going to call that auxiliary. or AUX, and that'll be fine. And then we're going to save it. That's very important. All right, so we're going to go back to our drawing, and one thing I want to bring your attention to is this right here, okay? There's a triangle, this yellow triangle here. Since we made changes to the original shape in the original document, the shape needs to be updated on the drawing because the two are interrelated. So we're going to go ahead and click that right here, and this is going to update our shape. All right, so now when we click on this and we do projected view, actually that's not what we want. I think we want a base view. Okay, now we're going to go from front, and our auxiliary right here is going to show up in the views. We're going to hit okay. I'm going to put that here, and we're going to hit okay. Auxiliary view of this, and we're going to add type so we can label it. So right here where it says text, we're going to draw our word box, and then we're going to type auxiliary. AUX is fine. Okay, we'll hit close, and then you can move that text over here. Great. So I'm going to move that over here. All right, and I'm going to do one more auxiliary view as it was. And to do this, we're going to make a section view from this side view right here. So we're going to click on that. We're going to go to create in section view. Now this time we're going to make that cut right along this diagonal surface here. We're going to hit okay. You can see that it's right along here, and this is going to project out that way. And this is fine. But what we want to do is actually expand this right here. So we're going to be using this marker here. We're going to drag it up. And once we click on it, you'll see these gray squares that come up. And we're going to stretch it out. Okay, and that stretches the view out. Okay, and here we have the full view here. I'm going to just move that. And we're going to move this. We can move this over here as well. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to change that text to auxiliary view. And then actually I'm going to get rid of, see if I can get rid of that auxiliary view. There we go. And this is what I'm looking for the completed drawing. We have the isometric shape shaded. We have this top auxiliary view. We have the top view of this right here, a section view, and then we have another auxiliary view over here. All right, so this is what I'm looking for in the final submission, and hopefully this helps. Thank you.